Hello students, I am going to continue the chapter Financial Planning of 10th Standard with the concept brokerage. So we buy or sell the shares through the registered members or agency of the stock market. So these members are called the share brokers, and share broker charge some amount for undertaking the service of buying and selling of shares. The amount they charge is called as a brokerage, and brokerage is paid on the market value of the shares. At the time of the buying shares, see the formula. So buying price of a share is equals to market value plus brokerage. So this is the formula for buying the shares, that is buying the price of one share is equals to market value plus its brokerage. Next, at the time of selling the shares, selling price per share or selling price of one share is equals to market value minus brokerage. Now the next concept is mutual fund. Just we're going to know what is it. So it is a professionally managed investment scheme usually run by an AMC, that is asset management company. They invest the money given by investors in the different schemes. So when we invest in mutual fund, we get the units, and the market value of a unit is called as a NAV, that is net asset value. So net asset value of one unit into number of units is equals to total fund value. Now we're going to see the practice set of this exercise, that is 4.4. So the market value of a share is rupees 200. If the brokerage rate is 2.3%, then find the purchase value of the share. Now in this example we are given that is the market value of the share is 200 rupees, and the rate of the brokerage we are given that is 0.3%. So brokerage per share we can calculate by the formula, that is rate of brokerage into market value. So the rate of brokerage is 0.3%. So 0.3 upon 100 into the market value is 200. So the answer we get here is 0.60. Next, the purchase value of one share is equals to market value plus brokerage. That is purchase value means that is the buying price of one share. We recently see this formula, that is buying price of one share, that is purchase price of one share is equals to market value plus brokerage. That is 200 plus 0.60, so we will get 200.60 rupees. So this is the purchase value of share. Now the second example, a share is sold for the market value of rupees 1000. Brokerage is paid at the rate of 0.1%. So what is the amount received after the sale? Now again see the market value you are given is 1000 rupees and the brokerage is 0.1. So we can easily find out this formula, that is brokerage per share is equals to rate of brokerage into market value. So the answer is 0.1 upon 100 into 1000. So we get here 1 rupees. And here the shares are sold. So we have to use the formula, that is selling price is equals to market value minus brokerage. That is selling price per share is equals to market value minus brokerage. So 1000 minus 1 is equals to 999 rupees. Next one, the fourth example, that is Srimati Desai sold shares of face value rupees 100 when the market value was rupees 50 and received rupees 4988.20. She paid brokerage 0.2% and GST on brokerage is 18%. So then how many shares did she sell? Now we have to consider, that is suppose Srimati Desai sold one share. Now the brokerage per share is equals to rate of brokerage into market value, and the rate of brokerage we have given that is 0.2. So 0.2% into the market value we have given that is 50 rupees. So the answer is 0.10 rupees. So next part of this example is we have to find out the GST. So the rate of GST into brokerage So the rate of GST we are given, that is 18%. So 18 upon 100 into 0.10 brokerage, and by calculating we get 0.018. Then the selling price of one share is equals to market value minus the brokerage plus GST. So market value we are given, that is 50, minus the brokerage we find, that is 0.10, plus the GST we recently find, that is 0.018. And so taking the addition of these two, will get 0.118, and the subtraction of these two is 49.882. And now we have to find, that is, if the Srimati Desai sold X number of shares, then the selling price is equals to number of shares into selling price of one share. So the amount received by Srimati Desai is equals to the selling price of the X shares. So 4988.20 is equals to X into, that is number of shares, that is X into 49.882, the amount we have find out, that is selling price of one share. Next, so the Srimati Desai sold 100 shares. By calculating this, that is, we get we divide this amount by this quantity. So 4988.20 upon 49.882. So the total number that she sold is, there are 100 shares. Next, fifth one, that is Mr. D'Souza purchased 200 shares of face value rupees 50 at a premium of rupees 100. He received 50% dividend on the shares. After receiving the dividend, he sold 100 shares at a discount of rupees 10, and the remaining shares were sold at a premium of rupees 75. For each trade, he paid the brokerage of rupees 20. So find whether Mr. D'Souza gained or incurred a loss, and by how much. So see, in this example we are given, that is, the face value is 50 rupees, and the premium is rupees 100. Then market value we can calculate by the taking addition of this one, that is face value plus premium, that is 50 plus 100, we get 150. So investment by Mr. D'Souza by purchasing 200 shares is equals to number of shares into market value. So 200 into 150, so we will get here 30,000 rupees. Now the dividend in this example we are given is 50%, means the face value is 50 rupees. Dividend per share is equals to 50 upon 100 into 50, so we will get finally, that is 25 rupees. Now the dividend on 200 shares is equals to number of shares into dividend per share, and the number of shares is 200, and the dividend per share we recently find, that is 25, so the product is 5,000 rupees. So this is the first answer of the first question. And the next one, that is 100 shares sold at a discount of rupees 10. So the selling price of 100 shares is equals to 100 into 50 minus 10, because the discount of 10 rupees we are given. So 50 minus 10, that is 40, so the amount is 4,000. So the amount received on selling the 100 shares is equals to selling price minus brokerage. Selling price, that is 4,000, we find it here, and minus the brokerage is 20. So the 3980 is the answer of this one. So this is, we say, the second one. And the remaining 100 shares sold at the premium of rupees 75. So the selling price per share is equals to 50 plus 75 is equals to 125 rupees. Now the selling price of 100 shares is equals to 100 into 125. So we will get here 12,500 rupees. Now the amount received on selling 100 shares is equals to selling price minus brokerage. So this is the formula. So the selling price is 12,500 minus the brokerage is 20. You have given in your example, that is, he paid the brokerage of rupees 20. So here we write 20. Now the subtraction, we get 12,480. So since here we get the first equation, second equation and third equation, now I am going to add these three quantities. So from 1, 2 and 3, the total amount received is 5,000. Second one is 3980, and the fourth one is 12,480, and hence the addition is 21,460. But the investment is of rupees 30,000. So since the amount received is 21,460 and investment is 30,000, so there is a loss. So loss calculated by investment minus the amount received on selling the shares. So 30,000 minus 21,460, so the subtraction is 8,560, and so the Mr. D'Souza suffered a loss of rupees 8,560. So this is all about the chapter financial planning, and this is the end of this chapter, and the next concept we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.